guys, is cash flow expansion, right? Something that a lot of people don't know about. We're going to talk about income shifting, something that a lot of people don't know about. Now, why is that? Well, because these concepts aren't usually taught in schools, right? Everybody teaches you how to make more money. Everybody teaches you how to go out and get another job. Everyone teaches you how to go out and get another degree, but very few people teach you how to maximize the money that you currently have. So if you're brand new, you can relax. This is not a pressure situation. This is not sales. This is not hype. I'm going to introduce you guys to real people who are actually getting some real results. All I ask you guys to do is grab a pen and a piece of paper. I'm gonna give you some key things to write down, and these concepts actually help me create a lot of wealth for myself. And I'm telling you guys, man, you're not listening to a person who has always had money. I was broke as a joke, coming out of Morehouse College, didn't have a dime. Luckily, my parents were able to afford my freshman, sophomore, and junior year in college, but I had some student loans my senior year. And when I tell you Sally Mae was waiting on me, the minute I got off stage, I got my little degree. I thought I was climbing the corporate American ladder, and my ladder was on the wrong building. So what I want you guys to write down is something simple. If you walk into a building every day that you don't own, you're building somebody else's dreams. If you walk into a building every day that you don't own, you're building somebody else's dreams. Now, it's nothing wrong with that, but here's where people mess up. You gotta have your game plan in order for your money. There are two goals everybody should have set for themselves right now. Goal number one, I want you to write down current equals labor. Current equals labor. That means your current lifestyle is paid for by you going to work every day. That's one goal all of us should have financially. Now here's the second goal. Future equals investments. Future equals investments. So if you have barely enough money right now in the current, which most Americans don't have enough money in the current situation, how in the world will your future look brighter? And that's where they trick you. They call the future your retirement years. Well, that's a farce, right? That's a misnomer. Why? Because you can't retire in the future if you're barely making it in the present. What's supposed to happen is your future is supposed to be paid for by your investments. So if current equals labor and future equals investments, how do you have a future if you don't have any money in your current? See how that works? So America tricks you into believing that retirement is your golden years. One day you're gonna travel the world. You're gonna leave a legacy for your children. You're gonna be able to do things you've never done before. And then you look up and you're 65, 70 years old, and most Americans have to go back and get a part-time job. Give me a thumbs up if I'm telling the bold, cold, hard truth about the matter. Tell me this is the truth. That's the reality of the situation. So what we do is we make your future situation brighter by showing you some things in the present. Now you're hitting both of your financial goals. Just to recap, current equals labor, future equals investments. Now, here's this little thing we ran up against, not little, but it's actually big, called the quarantine, COVID. We're in an era now where most people are at home. So a lot of us have been very, very fortunate during the quarantine to come out of the quarantine better than we went in. I'm going to show you guys an example. A few months ago, I started off at $5 a day. And by the end of this month, I'll be at $1,000 a day. That's a range of $150 a month in November of last year to $30,000 a month minimum this year. So as it stands right now, I'm literally at a $500 a day minimum. By the end of this week, definitely by the end of the month, I'll be at $1,000 a day. Why? Do you guys know that? Would you believe it if I told you all because of COVID? See, 500 today, 500 yesterday, 500 the day before, 500 Sunday. Yep, we get paid on Sundays. 500 Friday, 500 Saturday, 500, 500, 500. So this is a minimum of $15,000 per month. By the end of this month, it'll be $30,000, probably by the end of this week, $30,000 per month. And these are our minimums. You got people on the Zoom right now that are making $600 a month. You got people on the Zoom right now making $1,500 a month, right? $900 a month. You got people on the Zoom right now that are making $3,000 a month, 100 a day, 20 a day, 150 a day. Raise your hand right now if you get a text message like this every single day, right? If you're out there getting a text message every single day. Now, I want you guys to do me a favor. People I've never talked to, or I've never talked to, People that have not talked tonight on my previous Zoom, I want you to come off mute for me. If you're getting a daily check, come off mute for me and state your name. 20 a day, 30 a day, doesn't matter.
Phil Jackson, Atlanta, Georgia, $20 a day.
Phil Jackson, what's going on, man?
What's happening, my brother?
So you at $600 a month already?
Yes, sir.
Now, people who are brand new don't understand the power of that. Phil, isn't it a big difference you making non-wage income than income you have to work for?
Yes, sir. It's another feeling when you don't have to go out there and put in a whole bunch of manual labor to receive some income.
It's called leverage. Now, Phil, did you realize all you got to do? Phil, I was at $20 a day at one point. People don't believe that because I'm approaching 1,000 a day. When I was at $20 a day, you know what I said? All I got to do now is help more people make some money. Does that make sense?
That's what I'm trying to do.
And that's all you guys have to do, man. That is literally what, $7,200 a year extra. If your boss right now said, we're going to give you a $7,200 pay raise, who would take it?
Yes, sir.
Do y'all know that right now, because of COVID, I want y'all to think about this. Companies lost business in February, March, April, May, June, July, August. They're not going to give out any raises for a long time. You have to come out of this situation better than you went in, because most companies are 7 months behind. Somebody else out there, any amount of money per day, state your name for me, 30, 40, 50, it doesn't matter.
AQ.
Who's that?
It's Percy, AQ. What's going on? It's Akita.
Percy, how you doing, man? What's your daily pay right now?
$20 a day.
$20 a day. So you have an organization bringing you another $600 a month.
Yes, sir. Minimum.
Did you believe? Now that's minimum. Have you learned or grasped yet the other bonuses that we get outside of that one?
I haven't grasped it, but I'm looking at Junior, and I've been telling Junior, because he's the one that got me into it. And when he started, he was at $5 a day. Now he's at $50 a day. So I'm starting to grasp it.
So he went from $150 a month to $1,500 a month. That's why we call it extra digit, guys. How many of you guys would like to add another digit to your income every day? Right? So he's talking about Junior from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. That's a good a business partner of ours who lost a lot of money during the quarantine because what? You can't do stand-up comedy. That paid him handsomely. Now he's scaling his business, getting the car bonus, the daily pay, all over. Who's got more than $20 a day? Talk to me. 20. Who got 30?
Hey,
Who got 50?
Can you hear me?
Who's that?
It's Big Don, Chicago.
Don, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, champ? I'm at 50 a day. That's $1,500 a month, and I am about 20% to 100 a day.
So Don, when did this happen? This happened to you a long time ago, or did you get a pay raise recently?
Now I actually got the 50 a day pay raise on Monday.
So you went from $900 a month to $1,500 a month.
Yes, sir.
So in a week, you gave yourself an extra $600 a month, and you telling me now you're on the way to $3,000 a month.
Yes, sir. We pushing.
Now I understand you're also a landowner with our Wealth Max program.
Absolutely, I am, man. My wife and I definitely own a parcel of land out in California, man. It's such a blessing. Got private reserve accounts open as well. And I'm about 15% away also from my luxury car bonus as well. So we starting to ramp this thing up, man.
And you skipped one important part. You and your wife are y'all in the 500 credit score?
Nah, man. Don't do us like that.
I can't play with you like that. What range are you in now?
We're both 800 credit scores. She is a 817. I'm a 827.
Come on, man. Y'all get them a virtual. Please, y'all got to give them a virtual round of applause. They got the land banking. They got the private banking. They got the credit score 800. They getting the daily pay. They got what we call a triple crown in extra digit. Let me show you guys real quick how this works, and then I'll let my big guns close it out at the end. All right, so you guys on the West Coast, it's early for you guys, but I'm gonna go through this quick because it's late for us here on the East Coast, right? Guys, all we do is provide a solution to a major problem. If you provide solutions to problems, you win. The name of the game in business is, in fact, to provide solutions to problems, and you're gonna win. Here's why this is important. Every company you know right now during the quarantine that's providing solutions, they're winning. So Zoom is winning. They went from a few billion to 48 billion since the quarantine because everybody's social distancing. Amazon is winning. Uber Eats is winning. Can you guys imagine? Raise your hand if you had some stock at a hand sanitation company. Would you have done that a long time ago, right? If you knew this was coming. So if you provide solutions, you win. Well, the reason we're getting 50 bucks a day, 500 a day, 1,000 a day, why? We provide home-based business solutions. Making Wealth Real Financial literally provides the answers to all the problems that are plaguing people right now. Let me show you how. A home-based business, the reason we're hiring people at the home office and helping people work from home and make all this money is because it handles the tax problem that most people have. Do you guys know, most of us were taught to budget your way to wealth. If I cut back on my cell phone, if I cut back on my internet, if I go to Chevron instead of Shell, most people were never taught your biggest expense in the world is your taxes. Property taxes, sales taxes, ad valorem taxes, luxury taxes, state taxes, federal taxes, local taxes, social security taxes, all these income taxes. By the time you finish, you gave the government a third of your money. Well, when you have a home-based business, did you guys know just by having a social security number, just by being born in this country, you're actually born a sole proprietor. Now, what does that mean for you guys? Well, if you're a sole proprietor and you're born with a home-based business, then why aren't you're born with a social, why aren't you using that for good? They don't teach you that in schools. So now if you have a home-based business or an apartment wherever you live, all of your expenses now become tax deductions. Wealthy people, news flash, do not get a tax refund. Wealthy people, news flash, always start a business because they want to keep more dollars in their pocket. News flash, the stimulus checks that went out to keep the economy going came out of the US Treasury. News flash, y'all know our government. We got to pay that money back over time. News flash, they're going to raise your taxes. So over time, your taxes are going to go up. But what we do is use Zoom, Facebook, Instagram. You know, we use these different platforms so that these videos can resonate forever. Let me give you guys an example. All right, so it's 7:45 on the West Coast. It's 10:45 here on the East Coast. Do y'all know before I go to sleep at about 1 in the morning, I'm gonna have a watch party and show this same thing again for people who are up at 11 o'clock on the West Coast. I'm gonna have a watch party and let Facebook show this again and again and again and again and again. And people wonder why I make so much money because I use technology. Put this in the comments. Video is the gift that keeps on giving. Video is the gift that keeps on giving. We might have 119 people watch us live. Watch the count tomorrow. It's gonna be thousands of people that have seen it tomorrow because we're streaming. So when you understand that you leverage us, leverage our knowledge, leverage our success, leverage our testimonies, leverage our platforms while yours is building. So I know you're saying, Brian, what is your role? Like, okay, what do I do? Talk to me. What do I have to do? Here's all you have to do. Put this in your notes. You equals expose. You expose. You don't have to educate people. You don't have to beg people. You don't have to persuade people. You don't have to follow people. You don't have to convince people. Look, if you can't show a person the importance of keeping more of their money and giving less to the government, you don't need to be talking to them. If you can't show a person the importance of getting their interest rates down and getting their credit scores up, you don't need to talk to them. If you can't show a person the importance of literally getting a millionaire goal and eliminating debt faster, it's not worth your time. You expose people to our platform. You let people know there's a better way. Extra Digit does the training. We got the best trainers in the country. Our organization, we do the presentations for you. We got some of the best marketing minds in the country. We have some of the biggest checks in the whole company. You expose them to us, we introduce them to Making Wealth Real. They got the hard part. Making Wealth Real does all the legwork. So all you do is expose. So it's like having a McDonald's. Here's what I compare it to. McDonald's has 4 core products: burgers, fries, shakes, and apple pies. Now, everybody knows that if you want to start a restaurant in the franchise business, McDonald's is the biggest one in the world. Doesn't mean you have to get one, but they are the godfather, if you will, of franchising. 1 billion burgers is no joke. But they give you the recipe. All you do is plug in and say, hey, I don't need paprika. I don't need pepper. McDonald's said shake the salt 3 times. That's what we're going to do. You got to follow the recipe. Well, our McDonald's is $200 instead of $200,000. It's $228 one time and $119 per month. Now, I want to make sure this is clear. When I say $228 one time, that's for everything I'm about to show you. The experts helping you in all 4 pillars of your finances. That's the business online bringing you 10 different streams of income. That's the e-wallet that we get paid on, the text messages that text you. The 228 is the entire system, including the service. See, I got to make sure that you get this. Crystal clear on this. Isn't it amazing that anytime you invest in yourself, your antennas go up? Your antennas go up. Now, do me a favor. Give me a T if you think time is more valuable than money. Who would agree? All right, I'm going to get at a T for sure. Who would agree? Time is way more valuable than money. Because you can always get more money, but you only have so much what? So much time. Am I right? So everybody give me a T one more time. Let me see who agrees, right? Time is more valuable than money. All right, so watch this. Isn't it funny? If time is more valuable than money, why do we spend 40 hours on a job that's not paying us? If time is more valuable than money, why do we spend 40 years on a job knowing that the outcome typically is not early retirement? If our time is more valuable than money, why do we waste a whole bunch of time researching $228 when $228 at our age should be like $2.28? See, we all think time is more valuable than money, and we all say that. But then we'll hear $228 and we got to pray over it. But then we'll even do worse than that. We'll hear $119 and go, now, wait a minute. I don't know about the $119 a month, but you'll go out to eat 3 times a month and be hungry again tomorrow. And you're going to eat again tomorrow. And you're going to eat again tomorrow. You'll give Visa $150 a month. And the interest is about $30 of that. So you give Visa a free $100, a free $120, and won't give yourself $119. Isn't it amazing how we think time is more valuable than money, and we'll spend 40 hours a week, 40 years, and have nothing to show for it. But boy, that 119 is hell for people who give Visa 160. It's all a shift in mindset. Why in the world won't you invest in yourself without the hesitation, but we'll get a degree and a job without hesitation? You invest in yourself with hesitation, but you'll give a job, no hesitation. Whoever hiring me, right? I was broke as a joke. My degree was in English. I thought I was going to law school. So I just said at one point, whoever will hire me, that's who I'm going with. Then why in the world did I go to school in one field and now I'm just taking whatever? Thumbs up if you don't, hands up if you know what I'm talking about, right? Why did I go to get all this education and now I'm just like, whatever, whoever, whatever. Then if I was going whatever, I could have did that debt free. Just dropping some knowledge because it's late. Okay, so let me continue here. So I just have to tell people, man, I don't know. Guys, I invested $228 and I'll clear over $500,000 by the end of the year. You show me an investment other than yourself where you can invest $228 one time. And let's just say, raise your hand if you make $100,000 in 1 year for your $228. Who's cool with that? Right? People say, Brian, that's $500,000. Okay, forget $500,000. You take $228 and you make 20 grand. Who's cool? Forget 20 grand. You invest $228 and you make 2 grand. Who's cool? You see, what y'all got to remember is it ain't the $228. It's the return on your investment. Wealthy people look at, hey, I put $228 in something and it grew. Broke people say, hey, I don't know. This is my last $228. How's money going to grow? Holding on to you. How does money grow when you act like you can't get no more? That's why most people don't have no money. They hold on to pennies and they lose millions. Cornelius, could you imagine if I would have said, I don't know about this 228. I would have lost $500,000. Do y'all hear me? Right? Quanta Sims on the call tonight. Quanta, if you would have said, I don't know about the 228, you wouldn't be making, you're going to clear 6 figures this year. She'll have a 5-figure residual income this year. Letting go of 228 brought in 5 figures a month. It's amazing. So I got to get people to start opening up to the idea that you're the best investment. Nothing but you. Nothing can be greater than you if you take the time to learn it. So what do we do here? All right. So the government says, look, if you have a home-based business, you can get tax deductions. What we're taught is to get dependents. You see, we're taught to get dependents. Get dependents. People don't even understand it's the wrong terminology in the first place. What you really want are exemptions. Exemptions are when you have a home-based business and you get more deductions than what are called standard deductions. So Ms. Ursula here said, look, I started my business on Good Friday. I had a Zoom or a watch party. I had 3 people enroll, and then my paycheck increased by $455 thanks to Money Max. And people wonder what if the $119 a month is worth it. Raise your hand if you invest $119 and you get back $450. Who would do it every month? Right? So the government pays for your business. All you got to do is keep what are called excellent records. So part of your 119 is TaxBot. Now, instead of taking pictures of your food, ladies and gentlemen, take a picture of your receipts. They upload into the cloud on your cell phone. Now you give the spreadsheet to your CPA. Your taxes at the end of the year, easy peasy. Now, the income that you had from your business and the income that you have from your job, because your taxes are going down, more cash flow comes back to you. You got to show the government that it's not a hobby, it's a real what? Business. That's all you got to do. Now, why am I doing these pictures when I know I got some friends of mine that'll help me out here? Let's see. Let me make sure I bring you guys off mute. Somebody, anybody with any testimony on Money Max, talk to me real quick. Anybody, come off mute though. Who's that? Okay, somebody else. Somebody came off mute by mistake. Going once.
Hey, Brian, can you hear me? It's Don again.
All right, that's Don. Let me see if somebody else came out there. Don, who else?
Yeah, go ahead.
I came out too, Brian. It's Felicia.
Felicia McCoy?
Yes, how are you? Yes, Felicia McCoy. How are you?
I'm good. Don, I'm going to go to the young lady first, and I'm going to come back to you.
Knock it out, boss.
Felicia, what you got for me?
So my Money Max testimony is just one that I love to share because it's something that was so important to me understanding the value of what our business has to offer. I simply did what the Money Max team told me to do, which was upload 2 pay stubs and my last year's tax return. I immediately got a new W4. I won't say immediately. Let me say within a few days, I got a new W4 form, completely printed out. I signed it, handed it into my HR. On my very next paycheck, I went from paying $386 biweekly in taxes to paying $22.
What?
That has been my aha moment, the value of being a business owner, how the entrepreneurship put me in a position, that investment in myself to now not live struggle to struggle from paycheck to paycheck, but have a little bit of breathing room in between, which is like the one thing that I've imposed on everybody I meet. Please start yourself a home-based business.
Now let's quantify that real quick. We know it went down to 22, but what did that bring in to your household?
Over $750 per month extra.
That's what I'm talking about. $750 a month. Now, do we ball out? Do we go shopping? How do we make the $750 work?
No, that $750 has gone into, I'm going to share this tip. A large portion of that just gave myself a brand new living room. I wish I could turn around. I got brand new curtains, brand new furniture. I did do that. But other than that, and I was able to do that because I paid off a lot of bills. I paid off quite a few bills and was able to then buy something that I needed and upgrade. I've been living in my home for 16 years. It was time to get some new stuff. And it was a blessing that I was able to.
And the government paid for it because you got a home-based business.
And it's and my new living room is also a marketing expense, just so you know, because I host things in my house. So yeah, that got paid for too.
That's my girl. That's what I'm talking about. Bert Sims, that's what I'm talking about. Let me go over here to Bert. Bert, let's talk about Credit Max real quick, man. You have become a staple. What I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna fly through this because I want y'all to hear about each pillar. Now, Felicia did Money Max. That's the enrolled agents. Bert, tie your Money Max in and then leverage it into Credit Max. How did you take advantage of both of those pillars?
Yeah, can you hear me, Brian?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I mean, just like the young lady did, I did the exact same thing from a Money Max standpoint. I was able to get a little bit over $120 per pay period, which comes out to about $250 per month. That works out to be an additional $3,000 per year. Then from a Credit Max standpoint, simple, easy, straightforward. Downloaded my 3 credit reports that you get for free. They tell you where to go and get them. Uploaded them, and they were able to take my credit score all the way up to an 845. Now, perfect credit score is 850. They got me up to 845. I refinanced my house. I had 2 separate banks fighting over me, and I was playing the field. I mean, when you got it, you got it. And I played the field, and I was able to get the lowest interest rate possible. I got a 2.75, and it saved me over $40,000 in interest on my home. So I'm getting an extra $3,000 back per year from Money Max, save $40,000 on refinancing my house, and then that gives me the opportunity to pay down debt quicker as well as invest in myself and in my future.
Nice. Man, I need to do these late all the time. Y'all open up at night. Okay, Bert, let me ask you this. Let's go back to Money Max real quick. The business paid for itself when you adjusted your W-4, am I right? So now you got a free business.
Yes, sir.
Now, I understand you're also at $1,500 a month on your daily pay, $500 a day. I mean, $50 a day.
50 a day.
So when you add it all together, Bert, credit score 845, saved you 40 grand, 250 or 300 coming in back on your paycheck. The business is free. You show some people how to do that, and you're at $1,500 a month. Mortgage or whatever, at least partially covered with that big old house you got, and a future so bright. Are your kids excited about what they see?
Exactly, man. I mean, winning all the way around. Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, Wealth Max, business is free, income coming into the household. You can't beat it.
You can't beat it, man. $228. I need 2 more. Any of the pillars. We're going to wrap up, and I'm going to show them the money. Any of the pillars. Going once. Going twice. All right. Don Wilson, come back for me.
Hey, can you hear me, Brian?
I can hear you. Let's talk about this land banking real quick. Now, you went all the way to Wealth Max, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what is land banking actually? Purchasing land in the path of growth. You are a landholder certificate. What made you say, I want to invest in this land with Wealth Max?
First of all, I was able to get it wholesale, so I was able to get it at a discounted price. But to be completely honest with you, it was something that I first of all, I work in the financial industry, so it was something that even investment gurus at my financial institution that have been there 30 plus years know nothing about. So to be able to do something that not a lot of people know about, and probably the biggest and most important thing that really got both my wife and myself excited about it was we actually got to invest in something that Bill Gates was actually putting his money in as well. So old Bill is my business partner now.
That's right. Now, why talk about the path of growth? Why is this area so important? That what made you say, I like this, I want to pass this deed to my children? Talk about this whole land banking area. What does the path of growth mean?
Yeah, so it's up and coming. It's Antelope Valley, so it's pretty much like baby Silicon Valley 2.0. And like you said earlier, Brian, land is kind of scarce right now. And then when you look at what's scheduled to happen over the next 10 years or so, that was something that was just really exciting. We got the Olympics that's coming in 2028. NASA and the military is bringing more than 6,000 jobs there. You got a highway that's coming, a first expressway that'll be built in the South, out west, should I say, in more than 25, 30 years, a rail system that'll go from LA all the way to Las Vegas. So many different ventures and things that are coming that's going to make the value of the land actually increase. So again, to be able to participate in that at such an early stage was something that was just very exciting for both Ruthie and myself.
Nice. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. And I'm very, very excited for you.
Appreciate it, sir.
All right. Let me show you guys something. I'm going to show you the money real quick. How do we get paid every single day? Well, the business is simple. People say, Brian, what's the business? You're missing it. You overlooking it. You're looking at the business. We introduce people to income shifting. Our service, write this down, the Financial Edge membership. That's our service. See, to have a legitimate business, you got to have a real service. You can't just cash app a bunch of strangers and get on Telegram and have some admin telling you to get 2 people. It don't work like that, okay? You can't just have illegal exchange of cash and hoping your turn come around. And no, you got to have a real business with a real company with 1099s being issued with a real service and real people getting real products and real technology and not just a bunch of strangers gifting. It's amazing to me how many people confuse the two. If you understand this, we have enrolled agents with the IRS as your Money Max experts. So you heard Felicia and her testimony. Burton, his testimony regarding Credit Max. You heard Don and his testimony with Wealth Max, with land banking. All of that for $4 a day. Now, think about this last pillar, because I want you guys to get this. And Antonio out of Las Vegas, I want you to come on in a second and talk about the momentum bonus. Is that cool? All right. I want y'all, because y'all knocked it out the park. Congratulations. So watch this. Let me show you, let me share something with you guys, because this is a part that we just launched that's brand new, hot off the press. What do you guys know about a concept called bill shredding? Bill shredder is part of our Equity Max program, where we have trained negotiators. You upload your bills. I uploaded my DirecTV. I uploaded my Comcast bill. I uploaded my cell phone bill. And these bill negotiators call your companies for you. And because strength is in numbers, we get a wholesale discount on the renegotiation of your monthly bills. I mean, Delilah, just this part alone is worth the $119. If you're gonna say, all right, this helps pay for the $119 when your cable bill come down, your internet bill come down, your cell phone bill come down. You got equity in land in California. They're calling that the Silicon Valley Part 2. You got your taxes coming down. You got your debt coming down. You got your interest coming down. And people still looking at me. But that $119 is just because you're miseducated on how money is created with cash flow. When we give you a millionaire plan, think about this. You upload your creditors and your debts to Equity Max. You upload your bills to Bill Shredder. And now your debt is coming down with Equity Max, because they're going to show you how to pay it off faster by doing it in a certain order. Your bills are coming down with Bill Shredder, because they're going to negotiate your bills on your behalf. That's a brand new industry that's just getting started, and Making Wealth Real is on the cutting edge. So again, what is your business? Put this in the comments. I'm looking at it. You introduce people to the power of a home-based business. Now, how does this daily pay work? So I'm gonna give you guys an example, right? So the $500 a month I showed you was what's called a minimum. So we get these text messages daily, or you can choose to get them emailed to you. And it'll say how much money actually went into your account. So that is $1,000, that was yesterday, $1,019 came into my wallet yesterday. Well, I went in and changed my settings, so it's going to my email now. There we go. Yesterday, 1,000. The day before that, 541. The day before that, 553. The day before that, 1,454. So I'm averaging between $500 and $1,000, $1,500, give or take, per day. The text messages I showed you guys earlier, that's just one of the 10 ways we get paid. Everybody hold up 10. Who wouldn't mind, now I want you to shake them. Who wouldn't mind adding this many to your income? Okay, I'm just making sure. This is 10 ways we get paid. Now, because it's late, I'm not gonna go over all 10, but I want you to understand how COVID can be, not COVID, but the quarantine can be a blessing because people are at home looking for solutions. And that's what we provide. All right, Antonio, get ready, man. How in the world does this work? Let me show you guys how he did this. We get paid 10 different ways on what's called your e-wallet. Now, the momentum bonus happens when 3 people say, I like this. All right, I need this. I need some expertise. I want some help with my business. I want to open up a business. I need some extra income. Whatever their reason, 3 people say I'm in, you earn a $150 momentum bonus. Now, if you help 3 people, that's within 30 days. Now, if you help 3 people do the same thing you just did, you'll earn another $450. If they help 3 people do the exact same thing in 90 days, you earn $900. 150, 450, 900. 3 people help 3 people who help 3 people. Now, a good friend of mine called me the other day. He said, Brian, I've been watching what you're doing with Making Wealth Real. He lives out in Las Vegas. Antonio did this in like a day. Okay. Antonio, come off mute for me.
What's going on, Brian? Can you hear me okay?
How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling wonderful, man. I'm feeling wonderful. Thank you for asking.
All right, I see you and Chris rocking and rolling. Hey, Chris. Now, Antonio, is Vegas opening back up yet? Can we come back out?
Well, we ain't supposed to, but you know, knuckleheads, they always want to try to do their own thing. So if they open it up themselves, we ain't supposed to be up yet.
We ain't supposed to be out there yet. Okay, you got a lot of wind. Hold on, let me make sure that's not you. I hear some wind, or maybe your jewelry hitting the microphone. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I mute everybody out. Make sure your jewelry is not hitting the mic for me or come a little bit closer. Okay, try it one more time. Okay, so we're not supposed to be out there. Now, Antonio, you went out in a nutshell and got your $150 momentum bonus. You've been involved less than a week, am I right?
Correct. Yep.
There you go. That's much better. Now, why do you find this business so appealing? Why did your friends say, I like it? I'm in.
I mean, for a number of reasons, too many to go over right now. But I think the most important thing is people understand where we are right now. And a lot of people understand that if you find yourself in deep trouble when this pandemic happened, you knew you were in trouble. So I tell people, especially people that I already talked to, I said, if you were waiting on that stimulus check, like you were really waiting on it, you were already in trouble. So when a couple of people understood what that point was, and I was able to bring them over and see one of the lives that you were putting on, everything just made sense. So all I did was just expose it, brought them to the table, and let them see it for themselves. And they understood where we were coming from, and they got on board.
Do you like the fact that it's not it's not a product, it's no convincing, it's not soap, it's not household items, it's not travel, it's not nothing wrong with those things, but the money conversation, it's easy to talk about, am I right?
Correct, it is. It's much easier to talk about, and it's so relevant right now. And to have such professionals work on it and do everything that they're doing, it's really hard for people to not want to learn more or at least get involved.
Nice. Now, Chris, in Spanish, just say I'm ready to become a millionaire. In Spanish.
¿Cómo?
In Spanish, just say I'm ready to become a millionaire.
Estoy lista para ser una millonaria.
That's what I'm talking. Hey, Chris, that's what I'm talking about. That's all I wanted to hear. I'm done. Good night. That's all I'm talking about. My girl, that's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, let's all do what she just said. Watch this before we go. Now, that's one bonus. Now, another bonus you get, just so you know, $50 when you personally enroll people. Now, that's the minimum. Everything I'm showing you, that's the minimum. It gets higher. But you're going to get a $50 base on top of the 150, 450, and 900. So let me just show you this real quick. So that's my $900 momentum bonus. I helped 3 people, just like Antonio and Chris did. They helped 3 people, and then they helped 3 people. So that's $900. But what we didn't tell you is along the way, you're earning a minimum of 50 for every qualified financial director. So put sponsor equals 50 for shorthand. Now, what I didn't tell you is that you also get these expansion bonuses. You don't even know half of these people. You won't know any of them. But Jennifer, I didn't know. Quentin, I didn't know. Samuel, I didn't know, right? Annika, I didn't know. So, but you earn 10, 20, 45, 55, 65, 75. These are of all the strangers you don't even know. Now, let me say this because this is important. This side over here is different. On the right, these are matching bonuses. Anytime you sponsor someone, when you hit a position called area director, you match their check at 25 to 50% of what they make. So if you're an area director and I make $5,000, your check can be $1,250 of that. You see, because you introduced me to the business. If I make $10,000, your check could be $2,500. See, it's a different ball game now when you start getting into leverage income. So my first check was $28, then $38. Everybody was laughing. I was a laughing stock of the internet. Everybody had something to say every morning on Facebook. Brian is crazy. He took $228 and he made $28. I said, boy, if y'all give me 1 week, I'll make more than all y'all put together. And guess what? Ain't nobody talking. You see? 400, 300, 300, 200, 100, 600, 300, 900 every day of the week. 600, 600, 300. So I turned a $228 investment into 5 figures. Why? Put this in your notes. You can't stop another person's excitement. You can't stop it. Guys, when people see their credit score get improved, you can't stop them from telling nobody. When people like Felicia get new furniture and remodel the house and their taxes are down and the IRS agents did it for them and debt is going away and credit card, you can't stop them from telling people. They're going to tell people. So now the 228 didn't just become $12,000 my first month. It's now approaching 45 grand this month, per month. People say, Brian, that's ridiculous. I know, because I'm not doing it by myself. I created a system where leverage makes us all win. Put this in your notes. Leverage your way to wealth. I would have never made 10 grand, 11 grand, 50 grand in 1 month trying to work. You see what I'm saying? Trying to work. I'm gonna make me 50 grand this month if it killed me. Yeah, it will. Okay, it will. You're not supposed to work your way to wealth. I know plenty of people that are wealthy that don't work. I know plenty of people that work that are not wealthy. The two are not synonymous. The car bonus. This comes on the 10th of every month. 500, 1250, 3000 every month. We got people getting it every month. They're on their way. They already got the 500. They're on their way to 1250 and 3000. Let me give you a quick little secret. 50 people roughly, put that in your notes, is 500. 50 people roughly. That's on your whole team. I'm just giving you some insight. When your organization hits 50, the car bonus is knocking at your door. Serious. So an extra 500 in addition to all the bonuses I'm showing you won't hurt you. This is Herschel Gibbs, Brandon Caldwell, Lieutenant Colonel Larry Stewart, all right now at 500. Junior Kier Spates from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. That's who you heard one of his colleagues earlier. Junior's at 500. He almost lost his mind. He couldn't even believe it. He just snuck up on $500 a month. He's on his way to 1250. Oh God, when he get to 1250, I don't know what I'm gonna say. Right? Let's close out with some car bonus recipients. Let me make sure you guys come off mute. Who out there is getting the car bonus? I don't care what it is. 1250, 500, 3000. Come off mute for me. Talk to me about the 10th of the month.
Hey, Brian, this is Quana.
What's up, Miss Sims?
How are you?
What tier are you at now?
I am at tier 2, which is the $12.50 a month car bonus.
The $12.50 a month. So since you cut your hair, you can't ride with your hair blowing in the wind. So you getting the money, or what you gonna do?
It still blows. It still blows.
You gonna keep the $1,200 for now?
Right now, I'm gonna keep it. Hopefully, I'll be at the 3,000 by my son's birthday in October. And opposed to me going out and buying me a new car, I'm gonna gift my 23-year-old son his first brand new car in October.
Nice. Now, y'all, come on, man. That deserves a virtual round of applause. Who would like to pull up and get that son a car? Come on, you know what? 3,000 is actually enough for you to get something nice. Y'all can go get 2 if you really want to be gangster, but don't do that. But I'm just saying.
I'm okay with what I currently drive, so hey, I'm good.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So, guys, my point is you don't have to get a car. You can keep the money. It's up to you. Car bonus. Give me somebody out there. 500, 3,000, 1,250. Anybody else?
Brian.
Who's that?
Christy Howard.
What's up, Christy?
What's up, Brian? I'm not on camera, but I am at the tier 3, the $3,000 a month car bonus.
Okay. Now, Christy, so y'all can see what she look like since she's not on camera. Christy, don't none of y'all want y'all hair to blow in the wind, huh? Everybody going short hair, don't care. But it don't matter when you're getting $36,000 a year for your car bonus. Christy, how did this thing happen faster than you thought it would?
Brian, it did. This company is amazing. The compensation plan is even more amazing. And just to be at $14,500 a month in guaranteed residual income in less than 7.5 months is crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
So you're making so your daily pay, Chris, let's just let you close it. So you get $3,000 a month for the car. Am I right?
That's correct.
You are now at $300 a day. Well, let me go. No, your presidential, is this accurate? Are you at 2,500?
I'm at 2,500 for presidential. That's accurate.
Okay, so you're moving so fast. I don't know if my slide's right or wrong. So you at $3,000 a month on the car. That's on the 10th of the month.
Yes.
You at $2,500 a month on your presidential bonus. That's just 2 bonuses.
That's correct.
So you at $5,500 a month. If you just wake up on the 10th of every month, you got over 70 grand a year coming in.
Yes.
Okay. Then we fast forward to your daily guarantee, which right now you at $300 a day.
$300 a day.
Now, Krista, do you like your glasses big or small?
It depends on what kind of mood I'm in that day.
Okay. I look at the line like, you better wear them glasses. Okay, Christy. So you at $300 a day.
$300 a day.
Which is about what per month?
That is about $9,000 a month.
And all of these are your minimums.
Yes.
So working from home, you had about $14,000 a month, and you just started in November.
A minimum of $14,500 a month. Yes.
Chris, I'm just gonna shut up. Close us out, girl. We got 3 kinds of people. Let's get out of here.
We got 3 types of people that are watching this Zoom. The number 3 type person says, "Hey guys, wait, Brian, no. We can't do that. We can't leave off with my 14.5. We got to tell them about your 45."
Christy.
Yeah.
14.5 is fathomable.
14.5 is fathomable, but 45,000 is even more fathomable. So Brian, let's talk about you for a second. You at $500 a day, right?
I'm at $500 a day.
You maxed out the car bonus at the 3,000, right?
Got the 3,000.
Okay, and your presidential is at 15,000 a month?
The 15,000 and 1,000 a day are probably clicked this weekend.
Okay, so 15,000. Okay.
I'm at 99%.
99%. Okay, so you'll be at more than 45,000.
I'll be at more than 45,000 a month. Yeah, but Chris, I said that earlier. I skated over that.
But no, I want to make sure people heard that. I didn't want them to leave with, the 14.5. I want them to know that, the number 1 income earner in the entire company is presenting them tonight. And they just, the goal is for everybody to catch you with 45,000.
Come on, man. We're going to do it. We're going to do this thing collectively, man. We have a lot of fun. I'm telling y'all, do not let the old you pop up on this one. You got people that need this opportunity. And Christy, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I don't talk about it a lot, but it's pretty amazing. 45 grand a month after 8 months. And we still got September, October, November, December. It's scary what you guys can be making. Do y'all know, we're a little over halfway throughout the year. Your whole life can change in 4 months. Raise your hand if you believe that. Your whole life can change in 4 months.
Absolutely.
It really can. So now, Christy, give them the 3 kinds of people. Let's get out of here.
All right. We got 3 types of people that are watching the Zoom. The number 3 type person says, "You know what, Brian? You did an outstanding presentation, but I'm good. I'm set. My credit is where it needs to be. I don't want to help or bless anybody. It's just not for me. To the number threes, we say thank you so much. You could have been doing anything tonight, but instead you chose to hear this information. If you know somebody though that may need some help, that may want to expand their cash flow, that may want to increase their income, simply refer them to the individual that thought enough of you to share with you on this live tonight. Give them their information, because this could definitely be a blessing for somebody that you know. The number two type person says, hey, you know what? I love it. And I definitely need the financial experts on my side. So I don't want to make any money with you guys, but I definitely do want the experts to get me together financially. For those individuals, you will become a Financial Edge member and get the membership only for only $79. Now, the number one type person says, you know what, y'all could have shut up a long time ago when Brian showed me that text message where he is making $500 a day. Basically, a number one says, I want it all. Not only do I want the not only do I want the membership, but I want to be able to participate in all 10 ways that you guys get paid. I want the luxury car bonus. I want the presidential bonus. I want it all. So what you want to do is you want to text the person whose watch party you're watching, or whoever invited you to watch this amazing Zoom tonight. Text them right now and let them know I'm a number one, or I'm a number two, so that they will know which website they need to direct you to.
That's it. I could not have said it better myself. Why not let the first $1 million ring earner in the company close it out? Congratulations, Miss Christie. The first $1 million ring earner, the first regional director. She opened up the door for all the young ladies to come in and kick the door. Young ladies, if you're out there, raise your hand if you're ready to roll, right? Right, I'm ready to roll for you, so let's go ahead and do it. Listen, guys, we do these Zooms all the time. The person who invited you, get with them. Let them know if you're a 2, membership only, $79 a month. If you're a 1, I'm all the way in. I want the daily pay, the car bonus, and everything that comes my way. And get with the person who invited you out, and they'll have a Zoom for you. West Coast family, thank you so much. Carlton, Raquel, I know y'all out there somewhere. Thank you so much. Antonio and Chris, thank you so much. Mark, Rabbit, and the whole West Coast crew, AG, and everybody else, thank you so much. California, we're gonna do this again, man. I love the late night Zooms. My adrenaline is rushing, so I'll be up all night. God bless you guys. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.